Hey, what is up folks, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a graphics card that was previously dubbed the king of the used market, the GTX 760. Released in June of 2013, this card had an MSRP of $250, but what makes this thing a gem is that it can be found on the used market for only like 35 to 50 bucks, making the performance per dollar for this bad boy a steal if you're looking for a quick solution for an inexpensive graphics card. We are looking at the Gigabyte WindForce variant today with its massive tri-fan design and specifically designed heatsink for ample cooling. This 760 comes equipped with 4 GB of DDR5 video memory, 1150 CUDA cores, a base clock of 1085 MHz, and a boost clock of 1150 MHz, and obviously this comes with DirectX 12 support so we can test some new titles. Now that we have taken an extensive look at the card itself, let's throw it in my personal system equipped with an 8700K and 32 GB of DDR4 memory, and let's see how this card from 6 years ago performs against some popular titles of today. First up, we have everyone's favorite Fortnite, running at medium at 1080p and pulling off a steady average of 60 FPS with the highest hitting 80 FPS and the minimum sitting around 45, making for an overall very playable experience. Second on the list, we have one of my personal favorites, Skyrim Special Edition, doing a great job with this card at 1080p high settings. We saw an average of 59 FPS with a maximum of 61 and a low of 50, showing no signs of real struggle for the GTX 760. Jumping right back to Battle Royale, we are taking a look at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, a taxing game on the CPU especially, sitting at medium settings and 1080p. We got an average of 45 FPS with it reaching as high as 54 and at the lows 36. Not bad for a game that could use a little more optimization work. Now checking out a more demanding game on the graphical side of things, we take a look at Far Cry 5. At medium settings 1080p managed to pull off a decent 38 FPS average with a max of 47 and a low of 31. Not looking too bad, but I tried to see if I could give the 760 some slack by lowering the resolution down to 1366 by 768, where we saw a noticeable improvement of 62 FPS average and a max of 75 with the lows sitting at 51. Not the prettiest in the world at that resolution, but it surely gets the job done. Y'all really thought I was gonna forget what you really came here for. I had to give Apex a try since I've certainly been enjoying the heck out of this game. Getting as medium as I could with the weird complex settings, we saw an average of 41 FPS, max sitting at 60, and low not doing so great with 19 FPS. While this is not too bad considering the graphics card, do take note that the lows mainly took place during the beginning of the match when we jumped out of the ship. Everything else ran fairly smooth. So looking at our tests, is the 760 worth the used price tag? If I'm going to give you my honest opinion, if you're looking for the cheapest possible jump into PC gaming, then maybe it's something to consider, as long as you have a decent processor to hold it up. If you're someone who's really looking to run games well and not totally budget crunching, then I would suggest to mow just a few more lawns and save for at least a 1050 or 1050 Ti, which might yield a little bit more bang for your buck. That said, I'm afraid that wraps up this video. If you found this helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and make sure you get notified when I upload more content. And follow me on Twitter and find out what I'm working on next. So yeah, do all those things, and I will see you guys in the next one.